Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Rhea Ripley lost many friends over the summer following the heartbreaking Judgment Day betrayal. However, there's one WWE superstar who stuck by her side, and his name is Damian Priest. The Terror Twins got into the holiday spirit as they reunited on Christmas Day. The two Raw superstars went their separate ways after the Bad Blood Premium Live event on October 5, 2024. While they have continued to feud with the Judgment Day, Ripley and Priest haven't shared the ring ever since. Earlier today, Damian Priest took to his Instagram stories to share a photo of himself standing alongside Rhea Ripley and Jimmy Uso. It has been a while since the two stars have been seen interacting publicly or even sharing a moment. It is good to see the Terror Twins reunite, even if only to wish their fans Merry Christmas. The former Judgment Day members had previously teamed up with Jey Uso to take on Liv Morgan and co. What's next for Rhea Ripley in WWE? Rhea Ripley will be in action on the premiere episode of Monday Night Raw on Netflix on January 6, 2025. She will challenge Liv Morgan for the WWE Women's World Championship. This will likely be the last chapter of the long-running rivalry between the two women. Mommy pinned the Miracle Kid to pick up the victory for her team at Survivor Series War Games this year. With Dominic Mysterio and Raquel Rodriguez in Liv Morgan's corner, it will be interesting to see if Rhea Ripley will be able to knock the champion off her perch. As for Damian Priest, he returned the favor to Finn Balor when he cost the Judgment Day the WWE World Tag Team Championship against the War Raiders on the December 16th episode of Raw. Earlier this week, the Archer of Infamy squared off against Dirty Dom in a singles match, which ended in a disqualification after the Judgment Day member interfered. After the match, the villainous stable nearly decimated Priest, but Ivar and Eric came to his aid and fended off their rivals. Another match between Priest and Balor appears to be on the cards as the road to WrestleMania 41 begins in January 2025. The WWE Universe was in for a shocking surprise on a chilly December evening as the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley, reunited with her former partner in what can only be described as an emotional rollercoaster of an episode of Monday Night Raw. Months after Ripley publicly confirmed her split with Dominic Mysterio, sending shockwaves through fans of the Judgment Day, the two former allies found themselves crossing paths in a moment that felt both scripted and deeply personal. Since her split with Dominic, Rhea Ripley had thrown herself fully into her WWE career, continuing her reign of dominance as the Women's World Champion. Meanwhile, Dominic, often jeered as Dirty Dom, had sought solace in solo ventures, finding limited success but missing the spark he had while standing beside Ripley. The storyline leading up to their reunion was cleverly woven into Raw's narrative over several weeks. Tensions within the Judgment Day had been brewing. Finn Balor and Damian Priest had grown increasingly frustrated with Dominic's inability to secure victories, putting his role in the faction at risk. Simultaneously, whispers began circulating about Ripley's loyalty to the group. Was she still the linchpin? Or had her personal struggles weakened her connection to the Judgment Day? The night's drama began with a Judgment Day segment in the ring. Balor and Priest berated Dominic for his recent failures, with Ripley standing in the background, her expression unreadable. The tension reached its boiling point when Priest declared that Dominic was no longer useful to the group. "You think you're still Dirty Dom?" Priest sneered. "You're just a liability now." As the crowd roared in anticipation of Dominic's response, Ripley shocked everyone by stepping forward. Taking the microphone, she silenced her Judgment Day teammates with a single glare. "Enough," she growled, her voice dripping with authority. "You don't get to decide who's a liability. Not when I'm standing here as the most dominant champion in this industry." The audience erupted, sensing that something monumental was about to happen. Ripley turned her attention to Dominic, her expression softening in a way that fans hadn't seen in months. "Dom," she began, her voice breaking slightly. "When we started this journey, it wasn't about wins and losses. It was about proving to the world that we could rise above the noise together. Somewhere along the way, we lost that. I lost that." The crowd grew silent, hanging on her every word. "I don't know if we can ever go back to what we were," Ripley continued, her voice gaining strength. "But I do know one thing. You don't deserve this. You're not a liability. You're family. And I protect my family." Before Dominic could respond, the Judgment Day attacked him, sparking chaos in the ring. Priest and Baylor unleashed a brutal assault, with Ripley seemingly caught in the middle. But in a move that stunned everyone, Ripley turned on her teammates, leveling Priest with a riptide and smashing Baylor with a steel chair. The audience erupted into chants of "Rhea, Rhea," as Ripley extended her hand to Dominic, helping him to his feet. The moment was electric, a mix of nostalgia and newfound hope. "Welcome back," Ripley said, her voice steady despite the emotion in her eyes. Dominic, visibly shaken but grateful, nodded. "Thanks, Rhea. I never stopped believing in us." Social media exploded as fans debated the implications of this reunion. While some were thrilled to see Ripley and Dominic back together, others questioned what this meant for the Judgment Day. Would Ripley and Dominic form a new alliance? Or was this a one-time act of solidarity? Wrestling insiders speculated that this reunion could set the stage for a massive storyline heading into WrestleMania season. Could Ripley and Dominic seek revenge against the Judgment Day? Or would they carve out a new path entirely? Backstage reports suggested that this reunion was as emotional for the WWE superstars as it was for the fans. Ripley and Dominic were seen embracing behind the curtain, with Ripley reportedly saying, "This feels right. Let's show them what we're made of." Veteran wrestlers praised the segment for its emotional depth and storytelling. Triple H, now a key figure in WWE's creative direction, was said to be instrumental in orchestrating the reunion. "This is the kind of storytelling that makes WWE special," he reportedly told the talent after the show. The following week on Raw, Ripley and Dominic made their intentions clear in a fiery promo. Standing side by side, they declared war on the Judgment Day, promising to dismantle the faction that had once been their home. "This isn't about revenge," Ripley stated. "This is about respect, and we're going to earn it the only way we know how, by taking down anyone who stands in our way." Dominic, clearly emboldened by Ripley's support, added, "We've been through hell together, and we're still standing. That makes us unstoppable." Rhea Ripley's reunion with Dominic Mysterio marked a turning point not just for their characters, but for WWE as a whole. It was a reminder of the power of storytelling in professional wrestling, where personal stakes and raw emotion can captivate audiences in ways that transcend the squared circle. As Ripley and Dominic embark on this new chapter, one thing is certain: their journey is far from over. Whether as allies, champions, or rivals, their connection continues to be one of the most compelling dynamics in WWE today. And as the WWE Universe eagerly watches their next move, Ripley and Dominic have already proven that sometimes reunions can be the most powerful moments of all.